Okay, greetings, my beautiful patriots, starseeds, light workers, and of course our great, brave military out there doing everything they can to protect our Constitution and our livelihood. Welcome to 1776 United, and we are in a worldwide and galactic revolution. Now, I want to talk about, and again, this is satire and for entertainment purposes only. But I want to talk about, relationships and, the partner that maybe or maybe not you were with or with now or whatever. I was married to a reptilian hybrid. Okay. And I didn't find out about this until years later. And now, since our separation in 2012, we had three kids together, and I think they turned out okay. I do have one oldest child that is, I believe, she has been the devil or some demon has taken her over. I have tried many times to, you know, bring her on the Lord's side to save her from herself, but I have failed doing that. And like I said, she's going to have to get that thing worked out herself. But my other three children are fine. And then, of course, my new relationship that I started in 2014, I have two boys from that, and everything's fine there. So I had to kind of learn the hard way. You learn from experience, which sometimes we all have to go through that trauma to understand exactly what's going on. But as I look back, I can see all the signs of a reptilian hybrid. Now, you or your partner, if that you're in, if they are a sociopath or a narcissist or a psychopath or violent, chances are they have some reptilian bloodline in them, and they should not be what they are. And I'm just telling you that right now. This planet is populated with at least, I would say, at least 30 to 40% of this planet is being has been populated by the reptile bloodline. Okay, so they continue to breed with normal humans. So what I would suggest, as you can see, there's lots of divorces going on and have been going on for some years now. And, and if you're single and you're looking for a guy or, vice versa or whatever, I would be extremely careful because there's a lot of things that are out there in this landscape, in this world that we live in now, that you need to know to protect yourself. Now, if you are a calm person and you don't have any of these symptoms and stuff like that, chances are you're just a good soul and you want to find a partner that has a good soul. Okay, I get it, I understand that. Now, but I'll tell you one thing. If the Kool-Aid, depending what Kool-Aid they got at that time in 2020, because that was the assault, that was the separation that they tried to do between the connection between you and God. They tried to separate that with with their cocktail. And, some, unfortunately took the bad stuff, the bad Kool-Aid. Some other took maybe the saline that Trump flooded the market on to try to stop this. But, it was really quite a serious situation back then. You might, if you've saw that friends or family or people that had taken that cocktail back then, and you see them in a mood change or things that are changing in their world, then that Kool-Aid is taking effect on their DNA, on their whole concept. They are being slowly overtaken by this MNRA nanotech metals. Okay, it's slowly transforming it over, terraforming their soul. Okay, if they are the same, and you see that, then they probably took a saline solution that was, that Trump flooded the market with in order to prevent the collateral damage. That could have been a lot worse, but he was working very frantically at that time because the cabal, or the reptile bloodlines, had total control of the planet, and they were seriously wanting to depopulate. Now, coming forward, if you are out dating and casual dating, I would suggest don't do it, okay? Stop doing what you're doing, because you don't know. There are so many factors and so many different types of disease. You don't even know if the person has been had the Kool-Aid or not. And, by just sleeping with that person, that you will, if you were not or if you never took the Kool-Aid, then you will be contaminated with their, you know what I'm talking about? Okay. So it's extremely important. And I see the gals that are on social media now, and we're just playing with fire right now. What I do suggest, though, you have to, if in order to get into a relationship, you have to be very, very cautious and to understand what you are signing up for when you are getting interested in somebody. You have to thoroughly vet them, okay, right down to doing a doctor's examination, a blood test or whatever, and just get the results from that. That's the way I would do it if I was a single person. I would not just go on people's words anymore. It's that dangerous. You have to protect yourself. You have to protect your body, your vessel, your God-given vessel that God has gifted you is a treasure, okay, and you have to protect it, okay. There's enough bad things out there and contaminants out there that you have to constantly cleanse yourself anyways. You just don't want to add to it by getting into a relationship with a contaminated person, okay. Unfortunately, this is the world we live in now. And but I am here to protect my tribe and anybody that wants to listen to what I'm trying to say. This is not this is not a game. I've learned a lot of this stuff, and I've learned most of it through Dr. Judy Mekovich and Dr. Sherry Tenpenny. Okay. These, I listen to them very, very closely, and I know exactly what's going on with them. They explain things very, very well. So, yes, I do my studies on this, and I believe that, humanity is still in danger. They're not out of the woods yet because of what is out there roaming around based on the contamination of the Kool-Aid that happened in 2020. And we're starting to get the results right now. Stay in high vibration, okay? Extremely high. Stay in good moods and be happy, whatever, because that's what they prey on. They will only prey on people that are depressed and have a very low esteem, okay? They can only prey on them. They cannot touch people that are happy and stay in a high vibration. Okay, with that said, I'm up for now. God bless everybody.